All right, so I got a good question here. This question is, how do I fill my membership site with more members quicker? The way you do this, I've done this a couple of different ways. One thing you want to do is joining a membership site, especially if it's a recurring fee, like a $29.99 a month or $97 a month. If it's a recurring fee membership site, the best thing that you can do is offer a trial membership. Whether it be a free trial membership, a $1 trial membership, a $7 trial membership. You want to decrease the friction of joining, because nobody wants to pay a monthly bill, and it can be very hard to sell a monthly membership. So one thing to do is to use a trial. Dan Kennedy believes in using trials, and one lesson I've learned from him is that if you use a trial, you will get 3 times as many people to join, but 2/3 of them will usually cancel quickly, right? During the trial or directly after the trial. But that's okay, because you've got 3 times more of them to join. So you're building your buyers list even faster, even bigger. So it's okay. Just expect that not every single one of those people who join your trial is going to stay. It's your job to try and increase over time, using bonuses and incentives and stuff like that, to increase how many of those trial members stick or retain. Another thing that you can do to grow your membership site is, I call it the webinar to webinar method. And it's something I did with my mentor, Russell Brunson, when I was launching my first membership site. What we did is we did a webinar, and the webinar was teaching like the what is this? So the topic for mine was website flipping, how to buy and sell websites. And so the webinar was, what is website flipping? So he promoted it to his list, and we got a bunch of people on the webinar. And then at the end of the webinar, we said, or actually in the beginning of the webinar, Russell said, Justin's got to go early. He's only got about 45 minutes because he's doing another webinar for members only of a membership site that he runs. So he wasn't really pitching. He was just letting him know, I'm doing another webinar that's for members only. And so then at the end of the webinar, we just said that again, hey, I'm doing another webinar that talks about more this topic more in depth. We're going to get into the how-to. I'm going to show case studies. So the first webinar is teaching them what the concept is, and then the second webinar for members only is teaching them how to do something, talking about specific case studies. And we were able to get a lot of people to join the membership site right away. Literally, we within like 20 minutes, because we told them that we were starting the webinar in a half an hour. So it created massive urgency, and we got a lot of people to join that. And that's something you can go and you can do with multiple affiliates, do a rolling launch. The next thing that you can do is, and I learned this one from Rich Schefrin and Agora, which is a $600 million a year info publishing business. What they do to sell their memberships is offer something up front first. So, for example, you would be talking about a specific report, one report that's in the membership site, or maybe it's one tool or one video or one lesson, whatever it is. But you're selling this one awesome item, and then at the very end of the sales presentation, when you're making the offer, you tell them, and if you want this, all you have to do is join my membership. It's $29.99 a month. You're going to get this thing, plus you're going to get all these things every month, and you're going to get these 2 bonuses. So you're selling that one cool, sexy report as your front end, and the way for them to get it, the offer you make them, is for the actual membership site, and it helps you increase conversions because people want that one sexy thing that you led with. And those are a couple of great ways for you to fill your membership site.
Subscribe now